Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel, and on today's episode we are breaking down my Brown Belt Absolute Finals gi match that I did in a Fuji competition not too long ago. I know this is late coming out, but I had some other things going on. I'm studying for some cybersecurity certifications and life is just getting in the way of making the videos, but we got some free time, so with all that out of the way, let's get into this breakdown. So here we are, a minute into the match, and I apologize, I wasn't able to find the footage of me in the beginning of the match, but basically what I did was a double guard pull, which is something I never do in competition. I always try to get on top, stay on top, use takedowns, but Dennis knows my game and I know his game because we've rolled together multiple times, and he loves to play off his back and shoot up triangles. So what I decided to do was, you know, because all warfare is based on deception, I tried to get a double guard pull to throw him off. And you can see here, I'm not trying to really engage. I want to engage at the far distance because Dennis is so much taller than me. You're going to see here in a second when the ref resets us into the center that he's like 6'4" and I'm like 5'6", maybe on a good day, maybe 5'7". You can see here, he towers over me. His legs are pretty much as long as my legs and torso, so I know his game and I know he wants to shoot up triangles, so I'm trying to stay at the ends of his legs and find a way to pass into not side control but north-south position. I don't want to deal with any of his side control, any of his leg retention, guard retention. I want to pass to north-south, keeping his legs as far away from him as possible. So here he kind of gets a sweep, and you're going to see he's going to sweep me multiple times here, but there's a reason why I'm allowing this to happen, because I know that I'm going to be faster on the hip switch to come up, but Dennis is trying to bait me on coming up by sweeping me over. He's hoping that I come up into the guard and get put into close guard or get put into a triangle position. Here you see he's pulling guard again, setting up a sweep, and he gets the sweep here, but he's not trying to come up. He wants me to come up first so he can shoot up the triangle. So I'm not going to engage in that position. I'm going to make sure that I'm staying away, and if I do need to come up, I'm going to be able to switch my hips and come up in a way where I don't end up in a closed guard or a triangle situation. Right here he tries to bait like he's going into the mount position, but I immediately switch my hips and I come up into kind of like a closed guard here, but it's not a closed guard where he can actually attack the triangle. And you can see I'm posturing in a way that my head is staying up. I don't want to deal with any legs shooting across my shoulders, and I'm posturing up in a way where I'm keeping my head away from his legs. So here again, he gets that sweep. I'm going to concede that the entirety of the match, but I'm not coming up and playing into his game. You can see here he locks the closed guard once again, and I'm going to posture up, keeping my head as far away from his feet as possible. So here we are, I'm posturing up in the closed guard. He's trying to pull me down with the lapels, and you can see he's going to start climbing up my body. So what I start doing is getting my legs under me, making sure that I can support myself, and he's going to try to pull my head down and lock up the triangle. I know, like I said, I know Dennis's game. He knows my game. So right here, as soon as his legs open, I'm able to pass into north-south, which is exactly what I wanted, scoring the 3 points, and you can see my team giving, you know, the round of applause here. So the reason I passed to north-south instead of side control was because I didn't want to deal with any of his leg retention, his guard retention. Here I tried to circle back to side control, and now you can start to see that he's going to start playing a deep half guard position, and I'm going to try to keep my weight nice and heavy. But Dennis surprised me here, because as I tried to knee cut and get around him, he gets into a wrestle up position here, and I'm trying to sprawl my legs out. I want to get control of his head first and sprawl my legs out, but I wasn't, you know, I didn't take his wrestling seriously, and he was able to score the 2 points here with that wrestle up position. I should have sprawled my legs out there to make sure that he didn't get the 2 points, but it's okay, because now that he's on top and I'm still up by 1 point, I really believe that my guard retention is going to be better than his guard passing. And the reason I believe that is because when I was a white belt to blue belt, actually a little into purple, I played almost exclusively nothing but bottom game. I played a lot of intricate guards, and I just liked the bottom game until I realized that being on top is way, way better. So now that Dennis is on top, I know that I'm up on points, and this is where strategy comes into competition, ladies and gentlemen. There's only a minute 13 seconds left, and I'm only up by 1 point. So that means if Dennis passes my guard, he's going to win this match, or if I get the sweep, I'm pretty much going to win this match. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just kind of stall out. It's a strategy, you know, it's up to him to score the points he needs to win, and my goal is to just make sure that he doesn't get around my legs. Here he's starting to do some tripod passing, and you can see how incredibly tall he is, but I'm just going to make sure I play a lasso position here, bringing my foot on the inside, locking the lasso, and preventing him from getting any type of passes. With my left leg, I'm grabbing his right pant leg, and now I've got cross domination of his body. So I'm just really trying to just make sure that I don't get scored on. Right here, I almost go for a sweep position, but Dennis was able to get his guard or his legs back under him. And here, I'm really just playing that lasso position, making sure that he can't pass my guard, using active frames here. You can see my right hand is framing against his right shoulder, making sure that he can't pass. And right here, I lock into the close guard with only 20 seconds left. So now I pretty much know that I've won this match. All I need to do is kind of just control him here, make sure that he doesn't pass, and I just need to hold out for 10 more seconds. So you can see he's still actively trying to pass, trying to get over me, but my close guard is too tight here, and I'm just holding him in this position. And as you can see, the time is going to run down and I'm going to win with a 1-point lead. So let's get right into these takeaways. The major takeaway here is strategy. Honestly, what I decided to do, because Dennis is so much taller and I know his game and he knows mine, I decided to stay at the far distance and making sure that I focused on disengaging from his guard and passing on my own terms. Dalpro talks about this a lot in his lasso spider guard passing.
So look how I'm going to do the opposite that he's trying to do. Instead of staying squatting down with one knee in between, I'm gonna start stretching my arms and walking back. Starting this. I'm gonna always be playing in the far distance. And of course, this is not gonna be easy. Every time I walk back, he's gonna be squaring back up using the hips.
And that's exactly what I tried to do. I tried to maintain far distance, making sure I'm not jumping into anything and getting caught in triangles. Dennis actually played a lot of spider, a lot of lasso, a lot of single leg X. So I made sure to stay far away from his legs and pick my timing for my guard pass. You can see that I'm not really engaging too much. I'm not bringing my head forward. I'm not doing anything that's setting up a failure on my part and leading to him getting the triangle for the finish. So it was a lot of strategy, a lot of disengaging, which is key to being a good guard player. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching and thank you guys for supporting the channel. It truly means more than you know. On our next video, we're going to be breaking down some of the Grand Prix IBJJF footage that just happened not too long ago. I want to break down some of those matches and talk a little bit about the strategies employed there. So with all that out of the way, thank you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.